Everyone loves buying Pokemon products and getting great deals to add to their personal collection or their investment, but we often don't talk about one of the most important things for collecting and investing, and that is storage. It's not only important for keeping your sealed products and singles in great condition, that way they're worth as much money as possible later when you try and sell them, but having an organizational system makes it infinitely easier to do inventory or find the products that you want to sell in the future. And without further ado, this is how I store my Pokemon investment.
Alright, so what stuff do I have here? Well, I got my 151 Ultra Premium collections, and then a booster bundle display, not sealed, just a display. There are 10 booster bundles in there. Got another, oh god, I don't know how many are here. Maybe there's, I think 18, 6 per row. Then 151 Japanese, some V-Star Universe, Shiny Treasure. And if you're wondering, is this all of my Pokemon investment? No. You'll notice I only actually have 6 151 Japanese booster boxes on me. I keep another 20 in a separate location. And a lot of stuff I have is just in boxes, but this is the stuff I actually have like shelved up. And then I got my booster boxes. I kind of go from newest to oldest. And you can see it goes all the way back there. And these are just my loose booster boxes and stuff, and I keep them on this nice little playmat. I don't have a playmat for any of the other shelves. I probably will get some, just cheap ones like this, or the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection ones. But the reason I have this here is because the seal and the outer wrapping on booster boxes can be really loose, and with that it can get caught on here or get caught on anything, and it can tear really easily. You don't really have that issue with ETBs as much, but with these, I want to be as careful as possible because you want to keep these in as good a condition as you can. You don't want any rips, and you want your customers on the end, when you're actually selling off your investments, to be happy with the condition they received them in. So that's that. Bunch of booster boxes there. And here we got our ETBs. I kind of sorted them by Scarlet and Violet, and then Sword and Shield. You notice the main ETBs I just have here are Obsidian Flames, Paldea Evolved, Paldean Fates, and then some 151. Not crazy expensive, but I can tell you the average price, or I can tell you the prices for everything I paid on here. These on average I paid $26. So some of these were in the $24 range, and some were in the $28 range, and a couple right around $26. So that's my average there. Average I paid for Obsidian Flames was $25. And these I got all on TikTok Shop, so not in sealed cases or anything, but pretty good condition. And at that price, you absolutely can't complain. And these were all bought in the last 3 or so months on TikTok Shop. It's crazy to see how much the prices of these have moved just in the past month. It's actually been crazy. Like the Obsidian Flame ones have really shot up. And Obsidian Flames booster boxes as well. Paldean Fates, these cost me, I think, $33. Not a crazy deal, but definitely cheaper than they are now. 151, I think these were, I don't know, right around like $50. So a big margin on those now, because they're worth like $100, which is bonkers. Hopefully this blooming, I saw someone in the Discord say blooming onion collection. So that's all I can think about. I forget that blooming waters. Hopefully the blooming waters lowers the price per pack of 151. That way you can get some more of it. And then we got my wall of Crown Zenith here. This is what? 18 Crown Zenith? Is that 18? Might be 18 Crown Zenith ETBs. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Crown Zenith. In my opinion, it's the greatest set we've really gotten. Maybe not the greatest set, but definitely the most fun to open. And these ETBs on average cost me $34. So market price right now is like $55. So $34 to $54 in a year. Pretty crazy. Here we got some Sword and Shield ETBs. Got Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars, and Fusion Strike, of course. Those ones, I don't remember the exact prices. I think they kind of varied there, but they were all bought below $40. That I know for sure. And honestly, the shelving is super useful. I recommend anyone who's investing in Pokemon to get shelving. Just like, don't get like some garbage like plastic shelving. Get metal like wire rack shelving. It's not that expensive. This cost me like, I don't know, 30, 40 bucks. It really helps. Keeps everything organized, and keeps it like off the floor as well. That's another important thing, and the risk of damage is significantly lower. But up here I got my 151 Japanese, and this is not everything. I have another 20 boxes at another location. Same with V-Star Universe and Shiny Treasure. I only have a couple here, and kind of the same for everything here. The things I want to have a long-term hold for, I don't keep with me. And the reason I do that is, one, because I don't want to keep all of my stuff in one location, because then that increases my risk. Someone breaks in, takes everything. But also, keeping it away from me is like kind of out of sight, out of mind, where I don't really think about it, and it's not like, ooh, I look at it and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna sell this now, like I could make some money off this, or like I'm gonna open it, maybe something like that. It just keeps it away from me. If I bought it for the purpose of a long-term investment, I don't want to look at it for a long time. I'll look at it in a couple of years and be like, yeah, I could sell it now. I made good money at this point, and I kind of need the cash, and I'd rather roll it into something else. So that's why I don't keep most of my stuff with me. I kind of rotate the things that I have like with me or on display out every couple of months or so. Some things stay the same, obviously, like my favorite things, but some things have to rotate in and out.
Now to talk about things like collection boxes, tins, and just cases in general. For storing cases, I just keep them in their case. Very simple. Like maybe open it to check its contents, but if you're getting it from the Pokemon Center or like a reputable source, there's no reason to open a case. Generally things get a premium when they're in the case, and they're also much safer because it's the perfect size for the dimensions of your item, and having an extra like cardboard layer just keeps everything safe. So things like the 151 poster collections, I just keep them sealed. Shrouded Fable, what's it called? The Kingdra and Greninja collection boxes, I just keep them in a case. I don't touch them. Very simple. Like things like tins, I just put them in boxes. You can see this is a set of the Galarian Birds tins. That's what it is. I just keep it in a box. And all my other tins, mini tins, like the 151 mini tins, I have a box for those. All those things I just keep in boxes. Things like mini tins don't really have to be kept in great condition and like packaged super nicely, so I don't really worry about that. Things like collection boxes, I'm also less worried, like compared to any of these things with the plastic like saran wrap or whatever type of wrap it is. I'm very much not as worried about the condition of those collection boxes, especially since you can just break them down for packs. The only thing I really keep in mind with collection boxes is to keep them away from anything that would generate like corner wear or edge wear. And with any of these products, just keep them away from moisture. I keep them in high places, and yeah, you'd really just want to avoid anything that would generate a lot of moisture. You don't want to be like cooking in the same room as any of these. I would assume most people aren't, but you really don't want to do that. Also, side note, this looks, I don't know, the coloration on this Zapdos versus this one is like, this one's off. Can you see? Kind of looks like a shiny, but it's obviously not. I don't know why that's catching my eye right now. But yeah, storage for all of this stuff is very simple. You just have to keep up with it and know where everything is. Keep your inventory organized. That's very important, especially when you're selling. And yeah, just take good care of your stuff and don't throw it around. Don't like throw it in boxes. And when you ship it off, ship it like wrapped in like paper, and then put some like packing peanuts or bubble wrap in the box. It's very simple to be good at storing these items. It's also very simple to be good at Pokemon investing. You pick the good sets, and those sets generally do well. The main thing is just not getting caught up doing other things, or just you buy booster boxes and you don't have a place for them. My best tip would be figure out your storage before you buy too much stuff. If you don't have the space for it, then you can't buy it. And if you don't have a ton of storage space, things like collection boxes might not be worth it. You might want to put way more of your money into booster boxes and maybe some money into like ETBs or specialty ETBs, because those will take up much less space. But that's how I store a lot of my Pokemon products. Pretty simple, not much crazy going on here. If you guys want to see a full like collection tour at some point, let me know. I'd probably be happy to do so. It would just take some logistics of getting all my stuff in one place for a video. And let me know what you guys invest in and how you store it. And if you have some tips for me, is there anything that you see
that I'm doing with my storage that you think could be improved. If you're new here and new to Pokemon investing, subscribe. I put out Pokemon investing and Pokemon TCG content and news every 2 to 3 days at this point. We got a solid community here. Also, join the Discord. Once it hits 100 members in the Discord, that's when I'm going to cut it off and we're going to make it to members only. So if you become a member to this channel on YouTube, then you'll get access to it. But right now, since we're below 100, I'm not going to cap it. Also, if you're in the Discord, you won't get kicked out once we hit 100. That'll be just for new people coming in. You just have to get a membership to the YouTube channel. You'll get emotes, things like that. And then you get access to the Discord where all of us talk Pokemon investing. And we immediately put in whether we find a good deal, like if we find some 151 poster collections at Target, at retail, or Prismatic Evolutions comes back into stock. We immediately put that stuff in there. That way all of us can eat, basically. So that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, stay safe out there.